Environmental toxicology, sources and fate of environmental toxicants. Environmental toxicology begins by tracing where harmful agents come from and how they move through our surroundings. Industrial chemicals like heavy metals, persistent organic pollutants, and volatile solvents enter air, water, or soil through manufacturing, agricultural runoff, or improper disposal. Natural toxins such as algal blooms or volcanic emissions, also play a role. Once released, these toxicants travel with wind currents, dissolve in waterways, or bind to sediments. Their persistence depends on chemical stability, solubility, and interactions with sunlight, photolysis, or microbes, biodegradation. Understanding these pathways shows us where pollutants accumulate in fish tissue, urban dust, or groundwater and informs monitoring strategies. Environmental toxicology. 2. Bioaccumulation, biomagnification, and human exposure. Not all organisms handle toxins equally. Some chemicals resist breakdown and build up inside living cells, a process called bioaccumulation. When a predator eats contaminated prey, those toxins concentrate further up the food chain in biomagnification. Top predators like large fish, birds of prey, or humans, thus face the highest exposures. In people, major routes of uptake are ingestion of contaminated food or water, inhalation of polluted air, and dermal contact with soils or products. Factors such as age, diet, genetics, and health status affect how our bodies distribute, metabolize, and eliminate these agents. Recognizing hotspots of accumulation guides public health warnings, such as fish consumption advisories and personal measures like using water filters or wearing protective gear. Environmental toxicology. 3. Ecological and human health impacts, risk assessment, and mitigation. The final pillar examines how environmental toxicants damage ecosystems and people and what we can do about it. At the ecosystem level, pollutants may disrupt reproductive cycles in amphibians, collapse insect populations that pollinate crops, or create dead zones in lakes and coastal seas. In humans, chronic low level exposures linked to cancers, neurodevelopmental disorders, endocrine disruption, and respiratory illnesses. Risk assessment brings this knowledge together. We identify hazards, characterize dose response relationships, estimate real world exposures, and define acceptable levels. Mitigation strategies include regulatory limits such as air quality standards, remediation technologies, like phytoremediation or advanced oxidation, and community education. By connecting sources, movements, effects, and controls, environmental toxicology equips us to protect both planetary and public health.